Well, the Subi's back. So it's been a little while since you guys have seen the Subaru on the channel. This is kind of the car that I first did stuff to when I started making videos. I think the very first video I did was a side skirt video, and super cringy, super awkward, but hey, we're here now. And like I said, Subaru's back. We need to definitely give this thing some attention. It's been kind of neglected for a long time. So the plan for today is just oil change, brakes. We already threw a battery in it, and she's here, she's alive, she's running. But I guess Brody can kind of explain. If you guys don't know, this is my brother Brody. He's the one that we've been doing this stuff on the Focus ST, and this was his old daily, and I think we might do it into a project.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking the plan for today is just to get it back to like reliable running condition.
Reliable.
Yeah, reliable. Like Bo said, there is some small issues. You know, people get busy. This was originally going to be much of a bigger project for me, you know, with some other loftier goals, but through school and just through life, it ended up sitting, and then I got the Focus. So today, hopefully, we can kind of decide, you know, do we want to make this a full project? Is there more stuff that we want to move on to? Or, you know, do we move on to a different project? So,
and I think you guys can kind of help us decide on that. So we'll give you guys like a full look over at the car here towards the end. I don't think we're going to go through and wash it and clean it up today. We're just going to kind of leave it the way it is, because this dip that's on here is pretty old, needs to go. So that'll be saved for another video. But yeah, you guys can have a look over the car. Let us know what you guys think, whether it's worth saving or should we move on to something else. I would really like to see, just because we've already put in a bunch of work into this car. Like, if you guys don't know, we did the 2.5 RS front bumper, we did the side skirts, we did all that stuff on this wagon, and it's got a lot of stuff done to it. So I'd kind of like to see it as a project, but you guys can let us know in the comments below, like I said, towards the end of the video. But for now, we're going to jump into this. We're going to do the brakes, the oil. Like I said, we already did the battery, so let's get this thing fixed up and back on the road. First thing, let's get this thing jacked up, get the wheels and tires off, and we'll do the brakes. So as you can see there, we got the brakes off. Really, they're not in horrible conditions. We got quite a bit of pad left, but you guys can kind of see they're definitely not in the best of shape. Probably could reuse these, but since we're gonna fix this up, we might as well go ahead, throw on the new stuff. And the caliper too is pretty grody. We could possibly clean that up, but we might just save that for something else, because if we do turn this into a project, I think the idea is to go with like the WRX brakes and all that stuff. So I'm not too worried about these right now. We'll just stick with the rotor and pads, get that replaced today, and just have it back to good running condition. But yeah, we'll talk about all this stuff at the end of the video, what the plans are, what you guys think. So you guys can see there, first side's done. Now we'll hop on and do the other side. And just like that, this side's done now. So next up, we'll do the oil. so we just managed to get the Subaru all done. We got the oil change, we got the brakes all done. Everything is good. We didn't go through and clean anything up yet. You can obviously see the car is very dirty. We didn't do any kind of maintenance stuff as far as like the brakes or nothing, like the painting of the calipers or doing anything in the rear with the drums or nothing like that. We're gonna leave that for now. Like I said, this video is mostly just to get this car up and running. Here in the next couple of videos, we're gonna try to remove this dip because it's been on here for 3.5 years almost, I wanna say.
Yeah.
So that's the plan, is to remove the dip. Underneath this is all primer. I believe the bumpers are blue, so it'll be fine for now. But you guys can let us know what you guys think of this car. Obviously, my brother's had this for...
Since I was, well, I sold the blue one when I was probably 18, so I think I've had it since I was 18, so 6 years.
Yeah,
total.
6 years at this point, and we've done a little bit of work to it. Like I said, we did the 2.5 RS front end, we did the side skirts, which you guys saw in the video, like the very first video. It's kind of cringy to go back and watch, but and then we did a bunch of repair in the back and stuff for like rust, and the rust is coming back.
Yeah.
So I can show you guys this here. It's starting to bubble again, and like I said, this car has just been sitting in the back, just a little bit neglected. You guys can see it's pretty dirty, and Brody having the Focus ST, I mean, that's the new baby. So
we'll see. Like I was saying earlier, me and Bo were talking about kind of what the plans are for this, and we're just gonna kind of do small things here and there, you know, remove the dip, make it look nice, make it run nice, but we'll just kind of give you guys updates, you know, in the meantime of if we end up deciding to, you know, do anything bigger, or, you know, especially like Bo said, since the rust is coming back, if we decide to fix that again. So,
and this is like a thing that I kind of want you guys to give us some input on. Obviously, this being like a project car, and Brody's had it for, like we said, 6 years. And you guys can see the extent of the car and how it is. This isn't really something that I want to see him get rid of. I'd like to see him do stuff with it. I guess that's me, and I know he wants to do some stuff to it as well. But you guys can let us know, is this car, in your guys' eyes, worth saving? Like, should we do some stuff to it? I mean, if we do go full extent, what do you think? Like a WRX swap?
Yeah, it would be WRX swap, and then...
Obviously, you want to do the suspension, get the full Brimbos and all that stuff. Like, we'd probably need to find like a
wrecked Bug-Eye.
Bug-Eye, Blob-Eye, Hawkeye, something along those lines, which are kind of expensive.
Yeah.
And maybe if you guys know of some cheaper ones that are available that do run, that we could just do a straight up motor swap and swap everything over and get it all done for a decent price, not like $6,000 or something for like a wrecked car or anything.
Right, because this is automatic too, so we need a transmission and everything. So it's going to be a big swap, definitely.
Yeah, so it'd go from auto to manual swap. The EJ, whatever it is, the 205, 207, I'm not really good with the terminology. I have to look all this stuff up again. I used to know it really well. But yeah, and as far as the rust goes, I guess we've kind of been looking at wide body.
Yeah, there's a wide body kit. I don't remember what is it.
Well, it's not specific for this chassis. It's for the GC8, the 2 doors and the 4 doors. This being the wagon, I don't know how well it'd fit up, or if it need modified. I haven't seen any companies that make them for wagons.
Yeah, and I honestly haven't looked at any pictures online. And what was it, like an extra 2mm on the side for the wide body, or how large?
It's 35mm or 60mm. There's two.
Okay.
There's 2 versions of it.
Okay.
Otherwise, there's like the eBay special, which that eliminates the door handles in the back and all that stuff. And I don't really want to go. If we do it right, I want to do it right. I don't want to do it cheap. So
yeah.
I mean, I want to be. It's your budget, I guess. It's not mine, so.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing, too. We'll decide, you know, and like Bo said, with your guys' input, too, if this is something that we work on and keep and, you know, make it a much bigger project, or, you know, if we do decide to get rid of it, if I decide to get rid of it and move on, you know, I'm also game for suggestions for other project cars. I kind of have my own, you know, list in my head of cars that I'd really like to own, and so, you know, we can kind of just play around and think of different things if this chooses to be, you know, kind of a bigger project that we don't necessarily want to take on. But we'll figure that out in the long run.
Yeah, so like you said, throw it down in the comments below what you guys think. Let us know if you guys would like to see this as a project on the channel, and if you guys have any input or suggestions of things that you would like to see done to this car. Also, if you guys have any places on where to find parts specifically for this car, like JDM stuff, like the GF8 taillights, any of the rear wings on the back, the rear spats, pretty much any of that stuff. Otherwise, we pretty much, I think, have everything on this car already. So, yeah. Hope you guys like this video. If you guys did, make sure to give a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.